also Spain and Portugal, Thailand and Turkey, and so more. So I am so happy that been with WSP, and also I can say all day long about my opportunity, that what I get here. But thank you, WSP again. So before I take too long, so I will just go to the announcement. So today we'll do the WSP weekly announcement. So I'll start with, before the announcement, let's do team sharing. Please, anyone from any office, if you have any activities, any success story, please raise your hand so we can do team sharing. Okay, I see CFED, Boston Financial Center. Please go ahead. You can unmute yourself and go ahead, share.
Good morning, WSB. My name is Dina Rivera. I'm from Community Financial Education Center here in Boston.
Yes,
you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We had the opportunity to share the Financial Education Center at the State House in Boston for 100 women, and we were able to help 6 leaders join the spot, and we are still following up with many appointments. So thank you for allowing me to share.
Congratulations. Yeah. And I'll go to Apex Calgary Financial Center.
Good morning, World System Builder. Good to see everybody this morning. Hey, I'm excited. We hit our GX3 last month. Every single month, we're going to be GXing. We got a guy on the team who just closed his first 9,000 points. He's going to be GX this month, as well as another lady. So hold us accountable. I'll be GX. We'll have 3 people on the team GX by the end of this month, and then walking into G25 Kahuna. So that's our declaration. It's going to happen, and looking forward to hearing Jaimin's share later. So we'll talk to y'all soon.
Wow, nice. Thank you. GX is our word. Thank you so much. And Fountain Financial Center, you can go ahead, share.
Hi, good morning, WSBs. My name is Ching. I am from Phantom Valley Financial Center. And first and foremost, I would like to say thank you so much, Coach, our head coach Ronwin, Coach Alicia, and Coach Alex, and Coach Norman Galanto for spending their volume of time just to coaching us. And thank you so much, WSB staff, for the powerful and amazing teamwork. Everyone should fight for the next retreat. This experience gave me so much fun. We cook, we clean, we laugh, we dance, and we sing together. But we never forget to learn from our coach and other leader. I would like to share the reflection from what I learned with everyone. The retreat gave me more deeply understand about bubble charge. A strong tree must have a strong root, like our business. Looking at our bubble chart and generate to go deep, and it will become wise. Tap root fast and burn from the bottom. Go deep to make your business in long run. Go deep, and by recruiting, you have to recruit and fast start and recruit to build. Coach say recruit is good as long as you can recruit a team member under them. Fast start is good as long as you can fast start a team member under them. To have a recruit, coach say you have to build connection, build care, and build trust. Team building equal relationship with care. Gather the team together and give care, love, and build each other. Coming out of this retreat, I know exactly how to win, especially I deeply understanding the power of recruiting and fast start. Again, fast start equal more recruit equal more winner. Thank you so much, WSB, for letting me share.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Now we go to Savoy. If I said right, Financial Center, go ahead.
Good morning, WSB. My name is Chelsea Amaya. I just wanted to share. Sorry. My name is Chelsea Amaya. I'm 20 years old. I'm here an MD here and Savoy Financial Center under the leadership of Dr. Dalia Amaya. And I just wanted to share about the couple matchups that I've been doing this past couple months in California and Colorado. It's giving me the opportunity to grow as a leader, my knowledge and my passion, and as most importantly, my discipline in the business. And I'm just so excited to be here and continue running for my SMD. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Greenbelt?
Hey, WSB, can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Well, good morning. Good morning, WSB. Wow, there's a lot to share.
Good
March
morning.
felt like March Madness, honestly. I've been pushing, this is Brandon out from the Greenbelt Financial Center. I have been pushing this last month to really get our campaign out in the community. I'm so happy that last month we were able to have about 40 some young adults in the office here on a Friday night to listen to Workshop 1, and it was amazing. I mean, the room was filled with energy, it was electric, and there was a lot of great responses after. So definitely getting our results in March. I also finished up my GX this past month, so I'm very excited about that. And then actually later today, I get to go to Salisbury University here in Maryland to teach the Workshop 1 again. So really just making a push to get our financial literacy out in the community, especially to young adults, because a lot of the education we have is so powerful and we don't get while we're in school, and even sometimes with our employers. So that's just my share. Does anyone else want to share anything?
Yes, I'll go ahead and share quickly. So this is Michi, Greenbelt office with my nephew here, Brandon. And you know what? We talk about getting out in front of many people many times. So I've been able to challenge myself personally to do just that. So I was actually at a job fair in Baltimore City Community College where I was able to get 66 prospects. And from that group of people, I have at least 3 personal recruits, still have appointments in the making, and also getting other appointments to get out in front of many people as a result of that appointment. So it's all about the meeting. So I actually have one of my awesome team members here from Delaware, drove all the way from Delaware with one of her prospects here. So you know what? We believe in the meeting, and we also believe in getting out in front of many people many times to help us build our business. Thank you.
Wow, nice. Thank you so much, Greenbelt. Thank you for your sharing and congratulations. We'll take Seattle Financial Center. Then after that, we go to announcement. Go ahead.
Morning, everyone. This is Josephine from Troy Financial Center, Michigan. We had a great event last Saturday. It was the first time we had a huge turnout, despite the fact that morning was really downpouring of rain. So we were surprised. We have 30 guests, and at the same time, total overall, we have 50 in there. So we are proud of the great collaboration and leadership to make it happen. We want to share to the community on the south side of Detroit here. And out of that, it was organized by our MD, Gani and Lynn. That was just the beginning, because now they're preparing themselves to become full-time here, want to leave his manufacturing job. And out of that, I didn't let the time go. There was a teammate who has joined 3 years ago and been asking me, and I said, wait up after the presentation. So I reinstated her. She's a nurse, and at the same time, really willing to do this business this time because she has already people lined up for her. So I'm excited of what we can build out of that event and really grow the Michigan. So thank you for letting me share. I'd like to thank CEO Aloy and Jinky for driving in our sidelines who showed up. Thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing. And Seattle Financial Center, please.
Hi, thank you, Lem, and good morning, WSB. I just want to share, this Saturday we had a Super Saturday local event here hosted by the Seattle Financial Center. And we're just so, it was just such an amazing event because Alicia actually flew in. And we also had an out-of-town guest speaker, Michael Kakande from Boston, who was here. And what I love about that event is that the teamwork that we get to see, right, Lem, it's not just us, but really many other leaders from other offices coming together. And one of the things I love about Seattle Financial Center is that we're I believe more than 13 different hierarchies here, and we work together as one team, right? And one of the things that I also wanted to share is that for the past, I would say 3 weeks now, we have been getting consistently on a daily BPM basis, 50 to 60 attendees. And one of the things I really believe that I heard there was a 20-year-old lady from Savoy who just joined, and then from Greenbelt, there's a lot of young adults, right? I'm just super excited too, because we're working with a lot of millennials like myself, and of course, Gen Zs as well. Personally, in our base shop, we got 2 actually campaigners just yesterday, and one of them is a 20-year-old. So definitely, regardless of your age, right? I forgot the other young lady's name, but the one in Savoy. I joined at 20, so you definitely have a great future here. But yeah, we're really excited for the growth. And not only are we going to be able to rally a lot of people back to our office here as we have, but we're really trying to bring more people to the convention G25 as well. So thank you for letting us share, Lemlem.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your sharing. And I love your office. Everybody's office looks great at WSP. Thank you so much for sharing. And those of you who raise your hand, maybe for next week, you can share. We have a packed agenda today, so we'll go to the announcement. So here we have a video.
Retreat. We had an amazing day and a half between yesterday and today. And guess what's the number one topic that we talk about? Faster people. Show them how this business is built, but you gotta do it with the kid. There is no way you want to fast start your new team member without this kid. This kid gives you the clear roadmap how to become successful with our systems. Make sure you click on the link and go to your fast start kit for your next team member. Susan?
Nice. Now we have a video so we can share our team members. They can show to our prospects. So, and also this is $1 million business. So please, everyone, go to the website and you can order this startup kit. We have in Canada also 5 Easy Start kits in Canada version and also USA. Looks like they are on sale also. Okay, and April is Financial Literacy Month. So check out on social media and use those, you know, you can repost it on your WSP, from WSP Instagram. You can repost it to your personal Facebook or Instagram. So that way also you can share to others by sharing these videos. And I'm using mine, you know, to put on my Facebook story, because this short video, it has everything, and let's use them so we can reach others too. Thank you. Next slide. This is for GX Gathering. As you know, G25, it's in July, from July 24 to July 27. The date and location to be announced for GX Gathering. Who is qualified as a SMD? If you are qualified in 2025, at least 1 month of Titanics, and also requalified for green jackets since G24, or also if you are MD and below, if you are qualified for GX3 in 2025, you will be invited for this GX Gathering program. So put it on your calendar. It will be announced soon, the date and the location. And the next one will be G25 registration ticket, you know, for this big event is sold out, as you know, in 1 day. So now, you know, you can ask your SMD to request more tickets. So the deadline is Friday, April 11th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Please use this barcode and ask your SMD so you can reserve more tickets. It's not guaranteed, but you can always reserve so for your next prospect and also for other guests if you have, so you can invite them to this big event. So it will change their lives as it changed ours too. Yeah, thank you so much. And next slide, please. South Korea. I'm so excited for this super trip. So we have optional tours for phase 2. We have group A and group B, and photo books also you can reserve. You can order right now. That way, you know, you can have these photo books for every trip, you know, so you can put it in your office, this photo book. You can share to your friends and to your families, but reserve it today, so that way it will be ready for you as when we go to South Korea. So you can go to WSP website to observe it, to reserve it, sorry. And another update for registration will reopen for South Korea. It will reopen from April 14 to 22. Right now it's closed, but it will reopen. Please, only for 1 week. And you can go ahead, get ready right now, you know, talk to your friends, talk to your family or your team members so they can get ready for this day when it's open so we can all register and get ready for this big trip. Next slide. Okay, Titanic's program. For April month, to submit your qualification is Tuesday, April 8th, which is today at 11:59 p.m. Please, if you are qualified, go ahead, submit your report. And for orientation for new qualifiers, Friday, April 11th. So there will be a orientation, put it on your calendar so you can attend this program, April 11, 12 p.m. Pacific time. The last announcement will be, and this announcement has been announced for the past weeks. I'm sure, you know, most of you maybe already visited the WSP website to see, you know, this video clip so we can learn, we can show to our team members the team members who joined us. If they didn't attend this event, the previous event, so we can use this video to show them so they can learn from others. Please visit our World System Builder website so we can get all these resources and all videos so we can learn from others too. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna go ahead recognize for GX qualifiers from last week to this week, from March 31st to April 1st. Please, everybody put your hand together so we can celebrate for GX1 qualifiers. So let's see, Adriana, Alba, Alicia, Amor, Anna, and Levi. So many qualifiers. Woo! Congratulations. Okay. Yeah. Wow, so many. GX1 qualifiers, let's set. And I see here Claudia. I think GX qualifiers 1, GX1. Nice. GX is the GPS, right? The GPS for our success. Wow, so many GXs, right? I think Jasmine, Jeff, Janet, Joe, Jan. I think it's every alphabetical order. I see their names. It is nice.
Lolit Morgans, yes.
Yes, Lolit. See, Lolit, Maria, Lynn, Mary. Congratulations, everyone. I see so many GX qualifiers.
Paul.
Nice. Congratulations, everyone. I see Rhoda, Romina, Ryan, Shali, Sally. Sarah, Shirley, Socrates, San, I see. Congratulations, everyone. This is all GX1 qualifiers. And now we go to GX2, new GX2 qualifiers. Let's see. So I see Amanda, Bernadette, Carla, Catherine, Christopher, Sil, Elizabeth. Congratulations. Emily. Congratulations, all qualifiers, GX2 qualifiers. Wow. So many qualifiers. Yes, James. I see Kathy, Kingsley, Lionel, Lisa, Madia, Melissa, Nelly, congratulations. Nadia, Nympha, Pamela, Party, Rachel. I see Solomon, Tamika, Tess,
Congratulations.
and William, Willie, congratulations.
Yeah. GX3.
Now GX3 qualifiers. Nice. GX.
Yes.
Adisu, Amelka, Catherine, Clarissa, Connie, Dana, Evelyn, Fatmata, George, James, Jason, Jefferson, Joyce, Penny.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Good. Come on.
Kevin, Mary, Marjorie, Mary, Mia, Nemia, Norman, congratulations. Kevin, Mary. Nice. I see Samuel there.
Hi.
Nice. This is now GX4 qualifiers. There are so many JX, I feel like every month.
Yes.
Congratulations, Jennifer, Joyce, Maria, Martin, Nancy, Sarah. Yeah. Sikandra, Sol, Stella, Victor. Now, GX5 qualifiers.
Wait, let's go.
Yeah, Marcel, Osman, congratulations. GX10, wow. GX10 new qualifiers. Ezra Concept. Wow, awesome. Congratulations, all GX qualifiers. And we do this every week. When you are qualified, please use this barcode to submit your GX report also, so we can recognize you every Monday. Thank you so much. Now, coming up, now we have to celebrate some major milestone. So let's welcome our $250,000 ring earner. So let's see this guy.
Wow.
Pamela. Wait, congratulations. Wow. I am so excited. Congratulations. Okay, Pam, if you please. Nice. I'm so happy to see that, you know, you are always sharing. I see you in the office every time. You are my role model. And today, when I see you this recognition, I say like, wow, I'm so happy for you. Please go ahead and share us your success story so we can learn from you.
Thank you, Lam. Thank you guys so much. But this time, I will give the honor to my husband to share because they're very excited.
Nice.
Hey,
Go ahead.
you can
Go ahead.
share screen. Hey, good morning, everyone. I think everyone was expecting Pamela to share, but she's gonna share when we hit the next milestone. So if I can go ahead and share the screen.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Congratulations!
Thanks, Lishar.
Okay.
So just share a little about our story. I think everyone knows Pam's story more, but yeah, we started WFG in 2013, so we've been here quite a long time. But yeah, I was a pharmacist before, and my wife was a registered nurse. But you know, I've learned a lot from WSB along the way, and I always remember this picture. I think pretty much changed the way I view my life. Before I was a pharmacist, I always thought about making a certain amount of money was the limit that I can do. But I always remember Coach Swan always told me to, talk bigger, think bigger, and dream bigger. But he said one thing is the greatest gift he ever gave me was vision. So it took me a long time to understand that, to overcome the doubt that I can do it. So, back in 2018, we took a trip to Vietnam, but at that moment I was overlooking, the Vietnam, the country where I was born. And I just realized, you know what, hey, life can be more. We can do more, and we only have one life to live. So what I learned is this from, all the great leaders in WSB. It says, surround yourself with people who challenge you, teach you, and push you to become your best self. And I always remember, Coach Wang, when we had dinner in Atlanta, and you just slapped my back and you just pretty much told me I can do it. And you always gave confidence in Pamela and I, and just, just push us to do bigger. So who do we surround ourselves with, right? We have leaders. We have leaders that I call myself my brother and my sister. I appreciate, and Kevin too, and G Christina always being there for us. But and I also appreciate you, Kim Lee, for always taking my call and taking us under your wing and just coach us, and just push us to do bigger. Next but not least is, the leadership of WSB. I have a lot of great leaders here that, we surround ourselves with. It pushes us to think bigger, pushes us to do bigger, and pushes us to, believe in ourselves. So every moment that we get to spend, we really, really appreciate the knowledge you've given us, but also the mentorship that you've given to Pamela and I. And, we will continue to work hard and make everybody proud, very proud, and give back to the community. So along with that is WSB teaches us to have fun, right? And qualify for the trips. So this is a trip when I get a chance to attend Hawaii, but we had fun. We had fun. My kids had fun. We meet a lot of friends. We make a lot of friends. Believe it or not, 90% of our friends are in WFG, WSB. We always hang out together, always have fun together. So this was a picture of, trips going to Hawaii. But moving next is, we have to follow the program. Before, we were very inconsistent. We didn't believe we can, continue to be on Titan X. But with mentorship from, all the great coaches, Alicia, John Woo, and, Coach Victor, Coach Alex, and of course, Coach Juan, it teaches us to have discipline and focus. It's still a work in process, but you know what? We work to fight to continue to be on Titan X every month. I think we're pretty close to 36 months. So me and Pam will work hard. And Alicia always said, stay in Titan X for 3 years, minimum 3 years. So that's what we're fighting for. Last but not least, to keep it short, we want to fight for every project that Coach Juan gives us. So the next project is the Big Kahuna project. Me and Pam, we work very hard. A lot of times we're confused, but we just work towards and seek the mentorship and guidance of, everybody here, our community, to push us to the next level and have the same level of belief. But what I want to close with is, the leaders always give Pamela and I belief. So what I want to do is I actually want us to give belief to our team that we can do it. We have a fantastic team. We have a team that cares for each other, loves each other. And, we're going to work towards it, but it's up to me and Pam to inject the confidence in them. So the main goal of hitting this milestone is to give belief to our team that, it's possible. It's possible that you can do big things. It's possible that you can achieve your goals with the right mentorship and discipline. But, this milestone is just a stepping stone. I feel like we're finally learning about WSB a little bit more. And it's a growth that we need to keep on growing and keep on believing ourselves and build it big, because the only way we can help our team is if we learn it and then duplicate it and also inject belief that everybody can do it too. So this milestone is doable. And yeah, thank you so much for letting us share. I don't know if Pam has a last few words.
Did
But
good.
then thank you so much for letting us share, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Congrats, Pam and Kevin.
Yes, Pam, everyone is happy for you because you show.
Way overdue. Thank you.
Whoa.
Congratulations.
Go, Kim.
Yes, very inspiring. And now we are getting started and we go to the next recognition. It's so let's see, now we have next recognition. So let's turn it up even more exciting. And we have two more actually. Wow, the 500,000 milestone recognition. And I see here from Canada, Karen Plan. Congratulations, Karen. Let's hear from Karen from Canada. Even Canada is more, I would say harder. It's not harder, but Karen, congratulations. And you can go ahead, share us your story too. We cannot hear you yet. Not yet.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Do you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. We can
Okay.
hear.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I just want to, man, like it's definitely been a journey. I call myself like the senior citizen in WSB. I remember there was a retreat and they had like a game where they posted, okay, how long have you been in the company? And the very last one, the oldest sign was 14 years, and I made it. Okay, 14 years in the business. So it's definitely long overdue, and there's lots of ups and downs in the journey, and it's definitely a dream come true. Well, I think the beautiful thing about it is that we know how much further and how big we can become with WSB, right? So just a little bit about myself. I've actually been in business together with my husband. His name is Alan. He is, he honestly is the backbone. He's the driving force. He's definitely the reason why we are where we're at today. We support each other. But 14 years ago, I was actually only 22 years old. I was 22 years old at that time. I was working in retail sales, in a women's retail clothing store. I came right out of high school and I decided to go to work. I never pursue any post-secondary school. I never, really have a certificate or anything like that that said that I was smart, right? So, and a big part of, when I came to see the campaign, what really did get me was, the financial education. And when I think about, where I was, and I think about, okay, I actually grew up in something called foster care here in Canada. From 12 years old to 18 years old, I grew up in the government system. And I always remember turning, before I left and I went into foster care, I remember I was driving with my mom one day, and I asked her, why is it that I can't live with you? Why is it that they're taking me away? It's always a moment that I will forever remember. And she turned to me and she just said, I need to work. She's a single mother at that time, and that was what she said. So I have always had a really bad relationship when it came to money, right? I always felt like it was the cause, right? The cause of like everything that was bad in my life. And even at 18 years old, you're out on your own at that time, right? So they no longer financially support you. And when I thought about, the first time I saw the campaign, I just thought to myself, I want to fix my relationship with money. I don't want to be broke for the rest of my life. Me and my husband, we made a life-changing decision at that time. And, at 22 years old, at 28 years old, we just came and, I'm so grateful because, our life has changed forever. Okay. But, along the way from where where we were at, I'll just kind of share. Oh, I'm sharing my screen now. we went and we had 3 kids. All right. So, from being young, we literally grew up in this business. From being young and, pretty much just started dating and, coming into the business, over the years, we built an incredible family. And, I take a look at, where I came from and, what it is that we're able to do. These are just really moments with my children. And I just, there's else that's more important to me than the relationship that I have with my kids. And I think about, and one of the things that, I think when I think about being in this business, I think one of the things that really held me back for a very long time was, do I need to make that sacrifice? Right? Do I need to sacrifice my relationship with my children, my family life in order to become successful? And it was actually in a super trip in 2022 when we went to Spain and Portugal. And what happened at that time was it reminded me, and I have to thank WSB, this is the reason why we build people from event to event, right? To stretch their vision, to make them think bigger, to not be so trapped in our small little box, right? To think outside the box, right? And what happened was, it made us decide that, hey, we can have it all. And in 2022, I was making at about $100,000 a year at that time. And we made a decision to really go all in with the GX program. And during that time, like we went from 100 to 250K in 1 year, and then pretty much a year and a bit after that, the 500K milestone, right? But it really isn't the $500,000 that that we are the most proud of. But it's really, we actually just got this in the mail. We got our 9-month medal. Okay, and you know what? It's always something that we're definitely not where we want to be, and it's always there's always room for improvement, and there's always room to get better. But I have, we all know that cash flow is something that is very temporary, and what is permanent is building with discipline and building building with a system that works and a system that is scalable. And that really is the GX program, the Titan X program. And of course, our next goal is to be Big Kahuna, right? But a couple of shout outs, right, that I quickly want to give, before I end up, first of all, I just want to give a big thank you to Mark Nguyen and also Hong Mai. They're our leaders, and they're people that have always been there for us, and people that we've always looked up to, and they're always there when we need them. Okay. And I remember in 2024 when Coach came to Calgary for our launch, we declared 30 GXs, and in all of 2024, we actually ended up with 28 GXs. And out of that, we promoted 2 SMDs. So and these people have been with us through thick and thin. And just want to give a big shout out to Yvonne Tavera and Atsuko Fukuda. Okay, they got promoted to SMD. And also, we just want to say, because of the GX program, I think that the people on our team are more confident than ever. And, quick shout out to also Alejandra Leguizamo out in Winnipeg. As an MD, she is almost going to be actually wrapping up her 100K in the next 2 months here. So we're very, very excited for that. And of course, our partners here at the amazing WSB Vancouver office, right? I know that we have Sandy right beside me, and Tony and Yen as well. But we have incredible alignments in our office, and we've built a fantastic culture of teamwork, and we're going to be breaking down the wall, and we're actually going to be expanding our office very, very soon here. So we're very excited for that. But hey, I just want to let you guys know if someone like me can do this business, and I hope you guys are all excited because any day that you wake up and you make a decision, any day now, your life can literally change in a very short period of time. So we just want to let you guys know if it's something that we can do, so can you. Okay, you're just a decision away. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You are right. This is the only place, we can see, we will have hope, and not only our success, also our team members, our family, and everyone. This is the only place, and I'm so happy. We are so happy for you. Congratulations! And now we are going to the next recognition. And another one also have a million cash flow ring club milestone. And the next one will be Shirley. Congratulations, Shirley. You can please go ahead, share your story also. We would love to hear from you.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you so much, Lena. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Good morning, WSB. Oh, wow. This is Shirley Chang from Noble Financial Center in Boston. I hope you guys can hear my excitement through my very sexy voice today. I have been under weather for a few days, but really, really excited and really a proud moment for myself and to representing Noble Financial Center and the Team Starfire, show the achievement of $500 million. I know this is a long overdue, right? And I think, Coach, I owe you this one. But I know you're gonna say, Shirley, that's it, right? $500,000. What is your $1 million, right? I know it's coming, but I do want to share. Can I have my slides, please? So just a little bit about myself. I actually realized I never really truly share about my journey in WSB. And many of you probably know that I have a CPA background. And before I joined this business, and I was in corporate for many years. And I was sort of a pretty somewhat high up there in corporate, doing compliance and audit. So I was very familiar with those fields. And it started out working at the PwC, one of the top accounting firms, auditing majority of the insurance investment company. Financial industry is something that I'm pretty familiar with, but I just never thought that I could be part of it. I never thought I could join the business. So I wish I saw the business, the opportunity sooner, but actually when I first joined 14 years ago in a campaign, I actually just joined to learn. When I first joined, I didn't even have intention to make to take license or to even make money, right? So I actually got my license as part of the fast track 3330. At that time, I remember there was a program. If you finish the 3330 in the first months, and if you finish your license in first months, you can get reimbursement for license program, right? Now I understand why Coach is saying, no matter how the person joined the business, you got to get them through licensing. I actually didn't have intention to make license, but I say, why not, right? Let me just get my license, get reimbursed. I actually didn't end up getting paid for the license, but it's okay. But the end result is I actually got my license. So I got licensed, I guess, for the wrong reason, but I stayed for the good reason. But guess what? I quit after 1 month because the spouse support, right? My husband came to the BPM one time with me, did some research about the company. He didn't say anything bad about company, but this is the comment that he made to me. I still remember till today. He told me, Shirley, this is a good company, but you're too good for this. I think you can have a better future in corporate, and I can see you can climb the ladder, you can do really well. You don't need this opportunity. So guess what? I quit after 1 month. But my first event saved me. My trainer kept following up with me. After 6 months, I went to my first event. From the first event, I didn't understand much about the business, but at least one thing I got is this company has a lot of good people, and I like to be surrounded with good people. So I was pretty much starting out, my journey was pretty much promotion driven. From 3330 to associate to senior associate, marketing director, there was no system. I became SMD in 2013. And after replacement line, guess what? I only have one person left, right? And then guess what? I quit after SMD. How many people you try to fight so hard for SMD and you quit? And after deliver a baby, right? That was the worst time. I got my SMD. I got to deliver a baby. After maternity leave, I said, okay, what? Now I have one person. I didn't go to office for 6 months. I kind of lost the momentum about the business. I don't remember what the business was like, right? So I decided to quit, right? Luckily, there was another event. The big event saved me. That was a Long Beach convention in 2014. That was my first WSB convention. First time I saw Coach and Alicia, I don't know what it was. I didn't even understand. I didn't even remember what I learned from the convention. But all I remember was the energy, was the future. All I remember was the hope, right? So actually, rather than quitting the business, I decided to quit my full-time job in 2014. So I can never forget my first big event. And from there, I just say, okay, now what? I quit. I just got to follow the system. So back then we have NLG and GLG, pretty much just like the GX and Titan S we have today, right? So I just follow the program. And naturally, I hit my 100,000 ring in the first year. And I became Green Jacket, right, in 2015. And then I hit my EMD in 2016, right? And then the $250,000 in 2018. And then finally, we hit our CEO in 2021 after COVID. And then now we just crossed the $500,000 in 2025, right? I know that my journey, I'm not the fastest one compared to a lot of people in the business. But what I really believe in, one thing in the business is building solid, building with longevity, right? There can be things just like up and down, just like a stock market. That's something I don't want. Cash flow is something that I never want to pursue and I never want to run for. I know that if I do the business right, I will just naturally go into that cash flow. And I think it's a long-lasting cash flow, right? So building is a journey. And to me, the most importantly is building up is a journey of building up myself. So for my first 3 years part-time, just for those part-timers out there, you got to be patient with yourself. Did you even build all the basic skill set to survive? So that was my first 3 years goal. You know, I'm not coming from the industry, even though I used to audit those companies, but I don't know how to be a financial advisor in this industry. I don't know how to build people. So I need to get familiar with the industry, with the company. I need to learn all different products. I need to learn how to be AI. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to prospect people. I need to make appointment. I need to learn how to be a good trainee. I need to learn how to do presentations. I need to learn how to recruit and sell and fast start. I need to learn how to communicate. I need to learn how to be a good team player. I need to learn how to be the leader of myself. And most importantly, I need to learn how to make some good part-time income. If I cannot make good part-time income, how can I become full-time, right? I also need to learn the business rules. What is the ownership? I never done business before. People come and go. That's just the nature of a business. My first 2 years of full-time, this is when I really start building the base shop, okay? Coach always talk about, if you can't build unless you're full-time. I totally get that. You know, my first 2 years was struggling building the base shop, right? I started to learn. Can I move the next? I learned to do double-digit recruit. And I learned how to go deep. I learned to master the fast start 3330. And I learned also not to set expectations too high, right? My first 2 years, everybody I see, coach, oh my God, this person's gonna be a superstar. This person's gonna be so big. This person's gonna be so huge. And then later on, I realized, no, right? I need to have the right expectation for myself and also for the team. And I also learned not to take everything too personally, right? And I also learned that it's 10% on me and 90% on them. I remember one time, Alicia came to the office. I came to Boston for the event. I actually went to talk to her. And I remember I was crying meeting her for the first time. At that time, I just told her, I said, I have so many people quit their full-time job. They trusting me. They want to do business with me, but I see they struggling, right? And I still remember Alicia told me, Shirley, you know, no matter how much you can help them, you want to help them, it is only 10% in you, 90% on them. So I learned my lesson in the first 2 years of building, right? And then my next 3 years full-time is really prepare building a bigger base shop. I start doing from 10 base recruit to 20 base recruit. The highest I hit 55 recruits. Now I look at my record. I was able to do that before. I learned how to duplicate trainer much faster. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I mastered it faster on the share list. I can go deep quicker. Identify the market, start building long distance. New York, Oklahoma, Florida. And everything is in the system builder book, right? You actually start really truly understand how to build when you're actually building long distance. It's very different when you have the local office, right? And then my true ownership is really when I opened my own office in 2019. That is the time I realized this is the freedom of ownership. I am my own boss. When I used to open an office with other people, it's different. When you actually put your name on the lease, it's different. You own this, no matter what. So I become a stronger leader. I need to have this unshakable belief, no matter what, the determination to make it happen, to win, to leading a team to win. Know exactly what I want for the team and lead a team. Leadership start to become more unified. We start to build a team culture. We become more systematic. We follow WSP religiously. Whatever coach, whatever WSP promoting, we're doing it. We're promoting it. We might not be the best at it, but we're trying it. We're doing it. We start to attract a more diverse market. When you start running the system, when we attract the people that I didn't think we could recruit and build before. Now we have the people coming from all different walks of life, all different kind of nationality, all different kind of background. We have people who's a stay-home mom, maybe have no education, from people who's a Harvard professors, for people who's super successful in corporate, executive level. Now they are building the business with us. And then now I have much stronger belief in people and building people and develop the winning habit. And then my status continue. I know, coach, exactly, I am not where I want to be today. And because I still have a lot to grow, right? Are we in the journey of building ourselves? I need to learn to become a top leader, learn to say no to the team, learn to forgive and let go, learn to empower and focus everyone's strengths, learn to bring all differences together, learn to adapt fast to changes, especially nowadays, the world has changed in the fastest pace you can ever imagine. Learn to make a decision based on logic, not emotions. It might not be easy for all the women leaders out there, but we gotta do what's right for the team. Learn to stay focused no matter what. Learn to focus on the right things and learn to keep looking for ways to improve myself, learn to recognize my own problems before anyone else, and learn to become a better person and also a better leader. Building is absolutely a journey. And I truly believe because it is a journey, that's why it becomes a solid. That's why it is long lasting. I don't want to have something where you build up one day, the next day when you wake up, or the next day when you look around, you have nothing left. That's not the purpose why we're doing this business, why we're building. We are not here to become a producer. Just like building a family, right? So this is with me and my husband, Dave. Without him, I really can't be where I am today, right? 18 years ago, this was a picture. Starting with just 2 of us. Now we're actually building our own family, a family of 5. And from 2 of us, and this is the organization that we built together, right? So far we have 1 EMD, we have 14 SMDs, and we have 20 MDs, right? I know that title is not everything, but the EMD, SMD, MD, it just recognizes the past achievement. They are able to get to the level. At least it shows me the first level of desire, right? And what's really more importantly is building the GX and Titan X. How can I transform all my leadership to become all the GX, right? So this is our report card from 2023 when GX was first launched. We have totally about 21 GX in 2023. And then in 2024, we have a little bit of growth from 21 GX now to 29. And if I were looking at the people that qualify for GX from 2023, we have 15 people qualified GX in 2023. They continue to qualify in 2024, right? And in addition to that, we have 14 new GX developed in 2024. So here's how I look at it, right? We talk about GX is the distribution. So from 2023, I have a five direct team in my team total, including my super base and super team, right? And then we're able to grow from 5 direct now to 8 direct, okay? So every direct line, what I want to making sure is that every direct line I have, they need to have a GX. No matter how many GX they can have, they're gonna start from 1 first to start building that GX culture. I believe GX is the future. And coach, we want to build the culture of a GX. And it's not just for the 315, but it's really this daily discipline. It is a winning habit. I believe that people can hit it once, they can hit again. It's just a matter of the determination. Okay. And not only that, we're talking about for the Titan X. So far, we have 9 SMDs. I look at the record, been on Titan X. Not everybody has been consistent every month, but at least we have 9 people who have access to get on the best coaching program to really learn from the leaders, right? We now need to make sure that we can get more SMD to be on, and then to have more people to be consistent to stay on the Titan X program. The world has changed. This is from our last campaign intro. I don't know how you guys feel. This was came out actually after COVID. And now I feel like there's another wave of change right now. If you're looking at the economy, if you're looking at the situation right now, people are losing jobs, even including government. Are you concerned? What about the people around us, right? This is also from our campaign intro. We already have the solution there. We kind of predict the future for you already. That's why we believe in financial education. We talk about the future that should not be in the hands of your employer, your union, your government, neither in the hands of your banker broker, and the future should be in your hands. And I hope you feel the same way, just like myself, that WSB is where the future is. WSB is where the beauty is happening. And I totally believe that together, we can really change the industry. Together, I think that brings everybody hope. I remember Coach said this one time, find something you believe in and put your life to fight for. And I'm so glad after 14 years in this business, and I know that, this is something that I found, and I'm going to put my life to fight for it. And Coach, I just want to make a declaration to you that over the years, what we have built, 11 years since I quit my job in 2014, saw you for the first time. And I think that was the best decision ever in my life. And I know that the $500,000 is just a beginning. And we have a solid team who are working hard together. And we follow the building principle. We are learning it, we're grinding it, we fail, we get up, and we keep going it. And I truly believe this is the way to go. And we'll deliver 1 million to you. 1 million is not representing just myself. It is representing with this lovely people from the team and also for the entire WSB. And I just want to thank you all for your support, Coach Alicia, and then also entire WSB, my teammates, my fellow leaders. And that's all reach high, and that's all achieve more together. Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations, Shirley. We all agree with you. Yes, WSP is where is the future is. Thank you so much for your sharing. And we are so proud of you and all of you who $500,000, $250,000 this morning, who has been recognized. Congratulations. And we are so proud of you. And we learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. Now we are going to the next program. And yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to say a few words to Shirley. I tried to look, but I see no man there. You
we are the woman power, but we'll try to recruit more men.
I think I see some potential explosion with your team. I can see that in the past few years, I see like your team let a lot of young women go try to do the business, and there's an issue of confidence and many issues come with become an entrepreneur like yourself. But one thing you guys all have is a strong belief system, and then you prevail, and I see thing is lipping up in the last 12 months. I think a lot of time in the past, the struggle you have is try to get the team to follow the system or to submit to the system. But you win that battle. I think more and more people now is more systematized. I see the GX program really help every one of us, especially your team, to keep it simple and clear and fast and doable, especially doing fast. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you're gonna hit 1 million. I'm not surprised that I think we can do that within the next 12 months, though. That's what I totally believe in. So how many people you have going to Sacramento so far?
We have 107 tickets registered.
Huh?
107.
I see. What are your target?
Our target is 200.
Wow. All right. We'll see if we can do 300. You're gonna explode. But you know, right now, if I was you, you know the fastest way. There's two ways to grow. One is to explode with recruiting and the vision and the mindset. And the other way is to build it with skill. The skill part is always there. You always have it. But the fastest way to grow a team is to have a large number of people go to the convention. Because, you know, I saw earlier when Kim and Pam talk about, you know, the greatest gift you can give to a human being is vision. Vision, the person with vision is a baseline, the basis of our business. Because if they don't have a vision, there is no business. And also, people with vision have less or have no fear and doubt. Doubt and fear always happen with the people who have no vision. So in the convention is my strategy to build in the past 40 years of my career. And it's the fastest way to kill fear and kill doubt and give people a vision. And I can fill them up with a daily activity and result. But I cannot fulfill daily activity and result to the people who have no vision and who always live with fear and doubt on a daily basis. So, you know, just like your life, you want to quit so many times but the day that you have vision is something that you cannot explain. You go to convention, you know, you have it. You know, it's something you have or you don't have it. But once you have it, it's hard to explain because it's something you see for yourself from the convention. You reflect yourself, and the human being need that. Everybody have that deep inside of them, but it's hard for them to explain this. But you can feel it. So the fastest way, if I was you right now, I gotta get all your guys because you go to convention right now with 100 people, mostly they're OT member. My rule is that every time I go to convention is that the minimum is 2/3 of my team is new people. So let's say right now you have 100 people. Majority 100 people you have right now is current team member. So you need to think about 200 more people that is new people by the time you get to Sacramento. And if 100 people right now within this month, their mission, and it depends on your leadership. This is what the game of general is here. So you want to grow, and you want to grow fast, and in fact, you want to grow at the regular speed to me, Right now, you grow slow. You go slow, but you want to change the speed. You get a you get to a higher gear that you have to have a great talk and campaign with your team right now, because you don't want the old people on your team go to convention without the team. Or sometimes some people have, sometimes not. They have to have a clear goal. So all the people right now who going there, you gotta sit down, or you gotta have a recruit explosion right now with those people. So can you within this month you have to double it to like 200, and next month you do another again, you have 300, because you have enough time to do that. But without that planning, you may miss another chance to be to explode, because right now you walk into convention 100 people. Those 100 people, I expect them gonna be future SMD, future builder. Don't you think when you sit down with 100 people right now who sign up with you, you ask them, and I think every one of them will say to you, I want to be big. The reason I go convention because I want to grow. I want to become somebody. So it is our job to look further ahead for our team, because our team don't see it. The leader like us, you provide the gift of that you can give your team is the gift of vision. You show them what the convention look like for them. That's the whole reason we create the convention, is for you to sell vision, or you give the people the gift of vision. And without that, it's just another meeting, another convention. You don't go there. You don't go to convention for the sake of a convention. You go there because you have a plan to explode. So I see people like you, and also a lot of like your teammate there. You are incredible people. You're very, very hardworking, resilient, but you need to have some strategic move. You got to have some vision. You got to have to call a shot in the next 90 days, and you got to do it now. Okay? All right. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. We'll do it.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations again, Shirley. Now we will go to 30 by 30 recognition. That's gonna help us for our mission to educate 30 million families by 2030. And please help me to recognize the WSP campaigners for their efforts in sharing this family financial literacy campaign. So we will do to the recognition. Let's see.
Yes, join.
Please put your hands together to clap for these campaigners and these families educated, 30 families, 30 plus families educated, and AJ, Akuna, Albert, Alice, and so many of them, so many of them. Congratulations. Bio, Blanca, and Brandon. So many of them. Thank you so much for contributing to reach those 30 million people by putting their name on our 30 by 30 link. Congratulations, Cindy, Claudia, Crystal, Dennis, Germano, Domingo, Jonah. Again, Aster. Congratulations, all of you. People need this information. Thank you for adding the names on the counter. Thank you so much, Helen, Irving, Jack, Jamil, Joyce, John, Joseph, Julian. Thank you so much, Karen, Kathleen, Kevin, Christine, Lindsay Cooper. Congratulations. Lisa. So many of them. Thank you. Marlene, Maria, Mary. So many names to read. That's exciting. That's nice. Thank you. Elisa, Monica, Patricia. I'm just reading the name that I can read. There are so many of them. Thank you so much. Rachel, Jasmine, Rebecca, Rosie, congratulations, Sandra, Salvador, Tara, Sharon, congratulations, Stella, Sujata, I know Sujata, Suzanne, Tess, Wayne, Valerie, Vivian, thank you so much. Wallet, Winey, William, Woody, Yamali. Thank you so much. Now we're going to the campaigners who educate 60 and above families, 60 to 90. Ali, Christian, Rosan, Dalia, David, Deborah, Gary, Judith, Karen, Emil, Len, Mary, Noel. They are taking time. Thank you so much for your efforts. Rennie, Rita, Roland, Susie, Slavon, Yusuf. Thank you. Now we're going to 90 plus families educated. So let's see who are they. By sharing, the workshops. So for them to attend our workshops and sharing the WSP SYF book. And so many things, so many resources that we have so we can share people to learn this financial literacy, to protect themselves, to get ready for future. And Adriana, Arlene, BC, Brenda, congratulations, Charles, Christina, David, Demetraka, Holly, Donna, congratulations, Eva, Gloria, Erin, Jason, Jenny, Joseph, Kim, Latricia, Lynn, Lewis, thank you. Mark, Elaine, Melissa, Misha, Norman, Regina, Samuel, Steve, Tamika, Tessa, Virginia. Now, top 25 personal saving your future educator. Yeah, Steven, Ingrid, John, Rita, Cher, Michelle, Samuel, Lam, Yosef. Congratulations. Gloria, Jason, Steve, Lynn, Jenny. Thank you for your time. In your time. Nolly, Edith, Brenda, Eva. Let's see. Up, number 1, Louis. Congratulations, Mr. Louis. Thank you. 1,500. Congratulations. Top 25 personal workshop. Who invited people to workshop? So Kim, Erin, Michelle, Susie. Congratulations. And David, Virginia, Tamika, P. Charmaine, Bitsy, congratulations. them. So now top five. So number 2, Mr. Steve and Regina, congratulations. And wow, number 1, Johnny Amaya, congratulations. Thank you so much. Now top 5, Counter Senior Marketing Director Bishop for March month. Top 25, let's see, from Senior Marketing Director Bishop, Jefferson, Eva, Madam, Jason, Camilla. Congratulations, Regina. Let's see, top Tameka, Alejandra, Ingrid, Vani, Tony, Edith. Top 5, Counter SMT Bishop, Michael, Shanaz, Christina. Woo! Mr. Dolly, again. Dr. Dolly, thank you so much. 2056. Congratulations. Now we're going to a next program. So those of you who did use the counter, to register those people, and it's beautiful work, everyone. 30 by 30 shows what is possible when we stay consistent. So especially to achieve our goals, 30 million people to reach out by 2030. Thank you so much. Now, everyone, get ready. So we'll go to next program. And for next program, I will invite our coach, Titanic's coach, Alicia Wynn. She's my inspiration, and I always look after her. I don't think we can do anything without her help. So thank you so much, Alicia, and the stage for you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for being MC today, Lemlem, and it's great to see a growing financial center there in Virginia. So yes, I missed a lot of you in the MD Builder Retreat. We wish you were there with us. But for those people that qualified, we learned so much about each other. First and foremost, I learned who is the best chefs in WSB. Okay, I learned some new dishes from our team members, and now I have some requests every time I go visit their office. And then, of course, I found out who is a great performer because we had karaoke night. But most importantly, I found out why we are all, what is our top reasons to win together. So anyways, I'm not going to be doing the sharing today. I just want to ask some of the MD builders, the qualifiers that went, and they want to share about their experience and what they learned, okay? So if you're outside of Gold Street, you can go ahead and start raising your hand, and I'll call on you. Maybe for the purpose of today, we just have you share what is the most important thing that really stood out to you, and what did you change when you come back. If you start listing 3-4 things, then we don't have time for everybody to share, okay? So let me see online first. Is there anybody that wants to share? If not, then anyone here in Gold Street, you can jump up and stand next to me and we share together, okay? So is there anyone online? I cannot see the raised hand. Yes, okay, Katie Financial Center. Okay, so or Michelle, I think you're going to share. Then, like I said, what is the most impactful one, and then what did you change when you got back already? Okay, go ahead, Lop.
Hi, Alicia. Hi, WSB. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
The most impactful that I learned from the events was to build my business better by getting coach. Without a coach, you cannot build this business correctly. I have my other business also too, but this business, you have to have a coach as you build bigger, right? That's what I got back from.
And what did you change when you came back?
I changed myself. I changed the way that I look at the business, my bubble chart, I look at it, and who can I work with to build them as I build myself and this business bigger.
Awesome. Great job, La.
Thank you.
I know Michelle also qualified. Do you want to share, Michelle?
Sure, yes. My biggest comeback was to go back to the basics, people skills, right? Respect, care, be patient, communication, teamwork, but most of all, accountability. Be able to, take leadership, ownership of your business, your team, the system, and the process, and build together. That's what I changed and what I'm able to do right now.
Did you get any result? I know right after you went to New Orleans and you had some appointments. Do you have any results coming back yet?
I prospected actually right after the retreat and was able to have 5 contacts in Tennessee.
Wow, very good. All right, great job, Lop. Great job, Michelle. Okay, who's next on Zoom? All right, wow, Linny.
Good morning. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, WSB community. Yeah, my name is Lini. I'm very grateful.
Look how many Filipinos are successful.
Linny, it's hard to hear you. Can you bring closer to you?
Alicia, you hear me?
Still very hard to hear, very low. Something covering the microphone.
Yes, Alicia, you hear me or no?
Not yet. Okay, try to fix it. We come back to you. Okay, let's go to Apex. We'll come back to you, Lenny.
Hello, WSB. Hello, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so I just want to share 2 things, Coach Alicia, if you will allow me. Number 1 thing I want to share was my reflection. When I was on my way back coming home, and then I was just reflecting on the retreat, right? Because you knew that I had been in so many different kinds of business opportunity in the past, right? I shared that there. And then I was reflecting on that side. I was also thinking about Coach Swan. Why did he invested money for us to give his all to teach us about the business? Because we just spent for a plane ticket, that's it, right? Everything was free. And then he poured out all his heart. So, yeah, it is, like I said, in the past, I experienced so many different kinds of business opportunity, but I have never seen a leader like Coach Swan and the rest of the leader we have. Because he really cares so much about people. He really wants people to win in their life. Because, like I said, the way things he says is like very true, coming from his heart. Like, how can you win in your life if you just focus on one thing, right? Seeing the reality is so important, right? That's what I felt like when I was reflecting on that one. So this is it. I think, yeah, there is a huge explosion coming in my team, in Apex for sure, right? And then my takeaway was, you actually shared there, Coach Alicia, focus on what you can control. The focus on what you can control are the 4 mentalities that we have, right? Recruiting, fast start, meeting, and teamwork. I think that's my main takeaway. I really want to focus on that, identifying the key player in my team and build them up. Build them up in a way that it will really explode the business, that Coach One wants to see it. that's my key takeaway, yeah, from the MD retreat, right? So that was really a great experience, like feeling so blessed, thankful, right? And so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you so much again. I just want to thank you, everyone, those staff who supported everything, especially Coach One again. Yeah, his heart, I really felt it. I really felt his heart. So thank you for letting me share, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Linny, are you back?
Yeah, you hear me?
Still hard to hear you. What about you press unmute on the, okay. All right, we'll move to, well, I won't make you keep standing. Okay, so go ahead, Sir Thomas.
Hey, everybody out there. My name is Sir Thomas from Gold Street. I was able to qualify for the MD Build Retreat. Thank you, staff. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Coach. So key takeaways from being there was that being in the field every day, expect results, along with go fast and build deep within the first 3 days. If you get a recruit, build under them. And the biggest things I want to take away and declare is that I'm going to have 4 direct legs under me this year, so I can be that big income earner like Coach expects, along with still qualify for GX every month, and have still 100 to Sacramento. I believe I could do so if I build legs under me with right intentions. And yeah, results I got so far. Every day from the retreat I got results. So got a recruit that's really big, a doctor out of Oakland, California. Was able to get 4,000 points on Sunday from a solution. So yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Great job. Okay, Valiance, we'll move to you.
Good morning, WSB. My name is Josette Manay. On behalf of my business partner, Marjorie Pahites, she's still in the Philippines, Alicia, finishing up all of the necessary things they have to do with the family for the funeral of her mom. And so the key takeaway that we got from the WSB MD Builder Retreat is that accountability, and also we're working on all of the important tools that we have to provide to all of our campaigners, especially the especially the startup kit, trainer's guidebook, working on all of their sharing list. And we have a big, coming from the MD Builder Retreat, we have a big responsibility on bringing all of these necessary tools, informations back here in the Valiance headquarters. And everybody's so excited, everybody's so fired up, and to do all of the necessary things that they have to improve on when it comes to building. So yes, thank you.
Yes. Very good. I like how you listed off specific things that you need to work on. So great job. Okay. Let's go to Flushing Financial Center.
Morning, my name is Benji Hui. First, I want to thank WSB for inviting me to MD Builder Retreat. I know it's a privilege to be surrounded by great leaders like Norman, Arlex, Coach Alicia, and Head Coach Juan. One of the many things I learned from the retreat is how to do the fast start the right way. And fast start is not a one-time thing. And one more is like how to recruit under a recruit and building deeper. And I also learned to study my bubble chart and visualize all the recruit and build MD with multiple legs, not just building MD for promotion, but building legs. Also, that I realized that we should not take for granted that head coach is one of the best builder in the industry, and he's still actively helping us to build, and he's actually doing it for free to help all of us to be a great builder. So thank you, Coach. And I was told to speak up more. So from now on, Coach, I'll try to be more articulate. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah, he said great job, Benji. So, and Flushing, looking good, Flushing. Wow. Finally turn on the camera and show your faces, huh? Okay, very good. Good job. Okay, let's go to Latoya here, and then we'll go back to Lindy to see if it's working, okay? So go ahead, Latoya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Latoya, under the leadership
A little bit higher to your mouth.
Under the leadership of Zeni Villanueva. First and foremost, I would like to thank Coach Swan, Coach Alicia, all the other coaches that took the time out of their busy schedule to train us. My biggest takeaway from the retreat was that I have to change my mindset, develop winning habits, and put my business first. My business is first, everyone else, everything else is secondary or tertiary. And also to study my bubble chart to really see who can be the next big person on the team to explode. After the retreat, I did, at the airport, was calling. I was able to retreat one person and then had another retreat under her. And I have 4 appointments for this week. So thank you for letting me share.
Very good. Great job, Latoya. All right. That's coming from someone who's part-time and now start to get to work, right? Okay. Lindy, let's see. Is it going to work now?
Alicia, you hear me?
Not good.
So, Alicia, I will share from my Fountain Valley Financial Center next week because now I'm in.
Okay, we let you share next week. Make sure you get a lot of results and you share all the results next week, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job, Lenny. Okay, well, you know, it was a great time with all the MD builders, and because of that, it inspired a few more announcements. So I will bring up head coach to come up and share about and wrap up our webinar today. All right, so let's bring up head coach, everybody, and stay tuned. Some things are coming.
All right, good. Yeah, we would. Good morning, good morning. What a great time to do the business. The stock market crashing, that's good. No, just kidding. Some of you right now who lose money of your 401k, that's not a joke. It's not a good thing. But, you know, I think all of us doing this business, this is a time more than ever people need us the most. We are living in a very uncertain time, definitely. We don't know what the future is going to look like, but the words that we know is going to be a big question mark. And from the client we have, or the people around us, I think it's a time for people like us. We are a campaigner. We are a financial literacy campaigner. The future of our family right now is need to be understand. So you know, it's not that because we wish everything, you know, happened this way, but actually, if it happened, then we see when we're going out in the field, talk to people on the BPM, and try to recruit people. I'm sure that you know, you should feel it, and you know, we don't know what the economy is going to look like, and our business always like that. In fact, historically, I find my career when the economy is in challenge, people pay attention more about money and their financial future, and that's where our business is thriving. You know, normally when people are doing good, we still recruit, we still make a lot of sales because people are making money. But I think when things go not so good, then more people concerned about the future. You look into like in COVID time, you know, 2020, 21, 22, there's a lot of sale was made because everybody worry about protection. They worry they die too soon, and also they worry about because some of them don't go to work, and they worry, so they tightened up their budget a little bit, then they save money. So I think this is a time for us to going out and really do the business. I think personally for the next few years, it's a golden time to for financial education and financial education career. Especially, we don't know what the trade war is going to look like. One thing I know, there will be people will be affected. So maybe there's a lot of job is in question mark. And we provide solution. You know, our business is very resilient. I mean, even though no matter what you look at, but whether Karen Plant who raised 3 kids and still, as a mother, still make $250,000. What? Karen Plant is make $500,000. Sorry, I missed it. How the hell you do it, Karen? Must be my Alzheimer or something. So today we recognize Pam who do 250, but Karen $250,000. $500,000. And then she joined us. Karen joined us when she pretty young. I don't know if she have kids yet. She didn't. So you raise 3 kids and make $500,000. And the only thing I should pay attention to what she said about a lot of people, like in her age, you know, especially young mother who go to work with us. I think that crisis more than financial crisis, right? You know, here, I know the financial crisis affect a lot of people, but let's say you raise a kid. The minute you come to work with us and you want to do this business, but you have a baby. How are you going to do this business when you begin to have a baby? You get pregnancy and you deliver the baby. The disruption of you know, the first few months nursing the baby. You know, I'm a man, so I didn't know about that part. You know, unless we have the advantage. But then the second baby, and then the third baby. And when you have a second or third, you are busier. But you still make $500,000. And you probably got to hear the neighbor or the people around, you know, is your kid first or this business first? Is this business you sacrifice your family or what? Some people don't have that clear answer. And in this business, when you face challenge, you got to learn to look at the issue. Personally, you should learn how to release or detach or throw away some issue that may not be real. Because a lot of time when people come to the business and now we have our own control of our time, then become an issue. But if someone who have a job, do the company care that you have 3 babies? No, you have to go to work, you know. Nowadays people have more time. In some company they let you to stay home longer, but in my time usually it's pretty much about 30 days, you know. And then why I have to go back to work? Well, so here I see that very often when a lady or somebody go to work with us, and sometimes the man, and they say, when you do this thing, does it affect your kid or your family? Well, is that a real issue, or can you throw it away? Can you detach it? It would depend on, you know. When I was in Vietnam, I never have a problem when it comes to this problem. In the U.S., I have a new problem. Everywhere, every week I have a lot of birthday. In Vietnam, I never have that problem. Because in Vietnam, we don't have birthday. Once in a while, we go to some place because they have that day where, you know, you go to a family, hey, you know, today is a celebration of the the commemorative of my father passed away, my grandpa, or something like that. So we have. But if today in Vietnam we don't have Valentine's Day. Nowadays that adopted here, but I have here, and if I don't buy heart-shaped chocolate to my wife, or I don't buy some flower for my wife, I become a problem. But my dad never do that. So is anybody, my friend in Vietnam never do that. So the issue is, or like a woman who go to work with us and say, oh, you work here, is that is it good to raise your kid and still do this business? So that's something that manufacture. People create problem ourselves. Just like, Swan, I sit in a party before with some people, and I hear some woman say, you know what, this guy is very nice. He always take care of his wife. He always buy flower to his wife, and every time he go open the door for his wife. I don't do that. So all of a sudden I look like I'm a pretty. So because of that, I have a new problem. You follow me? So I think people, I use this as an example, but a lot of issue that we have in this business was because of we created, or we try to take the advice of people who don't do the business. Because people who have a job have a different thinking than people who go to business. But then those people who have a job see somebody put $1 million up in a restaurant, they never raise that question. But they always treat this business like an option. In fact, most people who have a job never treat this business like a real business, including ourselves. So we are easily to be swayed by that. So, but like Karen plan, $500,000. I mean, it's not easy for her, raising 3 kids and go up and down and up and down. Her business career is not like smooth, just like any one of us. So is Shirley. I mean, she started here and up and down many times, and to make $500,000. So is Pam and Kim. But actually, it's go with everybody. But by the end of the day, you look to people who work with us, this career, even though they're up and down, is beating any career out there. There's nothing there out there can compare with what they have. In fact, if you look into a better point of view, like Karen plan or Pam or Shirley, there are no career or no job out there is better than this, because they grow the business, make $500,000 or $250,000, and still have all the flexibility they want to. And that's where you compare somebody go through raising the kid versus somebody like a man like us who facing financial challenge in the marketplace right now. The stock is volatile, the job market is also question mark. In fact, people like us looked into challenge. That's where the opportunity we have. The Chinese always right on that. When they talk about the world danger, it's always in the written the word danger. There have 2 parts: is the danger, but there's another part is the opportunity inside the world of danger. And this is a dangerous time, and we have the opportunity. This is where we need to going out, and I think everybody should join us because we have the best career in the world. Now, and we have the best solution. You look at the old product we have here. this is crazy time. I mean, this is the dream come true because all these years I work. Since 40 years ago, I started buy term, invest different, and we tell people to put money into term insurance and the other part to put in mutual fund. If you put money in the stock market and mutual fund in the past few days, it dropped down big time. And you and I know that, let's say, we learned a lot about financial education. If you have $100 and you lost 50%, you lost 50%, but so eventually when you crawl back to 50%, you still do not get the same money because you have $100, you lost 50%, you only have $50 left, and you grow back 50%, you only have $75. And so if you lost 50%, you have to grow 100% to get back to $100. And depend on the stock you buy, it is that the stock market setback some people portfolio is dropping big time. Let's say if you are dropping 20%, if you lost 20%, and how much you have to get back? The market has to bounce back 40%? No, you lost 20%, 25%. You have to gain back 25% to break even. But you lost 30%, you have to I'll wait for John Shi to give me the answer. 43%. So let's think like that. If we go and show people about those stuff, I think people nowadays there's a lot of money in mutual fund. They didn't know where it is, but eventually they got to understand about we have other solutions. We have index, we have buffer, whatever, a solution. We have many incredible. And also I think, Alicia, next week you're going to have like, this week or next week?
This Thursday.
This Thursday we have TSA going to come to San Jose. TSA. We have TFA, not TSA. Alicia and Penny Oy and some other leader here in Gold Street host a TFA conference right here in Gold Street for people to look into security license. I think it's time for you guys to really pay attention to, because security license, I think more than ever, you have to understand more about investment and also solution investment. Even it's crazy. Even the investment world, which is very risky, but I learned lately with the buffer, what do they call that? The RILA, what does it mean? Index linked annuity, where you have a buffer that give your investment incredible buffer of loss. And this is something that is a dream come true for a guy like me who all these years before, the reason I walk away from buy term invest different, because I don't feel that was a solution, because most people buy term and spend the different. And later on, we was able to get people into money management in 1992 when we began to introduce VUL. But then again, by 2001, after the loss of the tech bubble, and then 2001 and 9/11, back to back, the stock market get hit big time. And then another one hit on 2008, the Great Depression. It paved way for the understanding of the index. The index took up big time after those things. Especially we can see that a lot of people gun shy from those depression. You know, a lot of time when money supply going to come out too much, a lot of people see easy money. They get money into, especially lately, people put money into real estate. And what the future of real estate, we don't know. The real estate very dependent on to the Fed rate and also the market. You know, it's a projection, the market where people have money. But if the real estate is frozen or not going to grow in days ahead, and the stock market is not a solution, then we have to have the answer. And now in terms of business career, I still, all these years, I don't see any career out there even come close to what we have. Because even though you're not the best person in the world, but any one of us knows that we have a higher chance. You know, I look at all of our leaders, whether Pam or Shirley or Karen Plant, time working for you. We are in the recruiting business, and the recruiting business and business, time working for us. Because every single time you have a person who join us, there is a possibility that our time will multiply. You know, as time go by, those people are going to stay in the business. You're going to, the longer you stay in the business, the bigger the team you have, and the bigger income you're going to have. You can't lose with our business career because you only lose in our career when you quit. But you're not quitting. Your team got to grow, and your team grow, your income grow. So here's the best time for us to go out and do home BPM. We show people a solution on financial solution, financial education, but also we show them a career that is unbeatable out there. So I want to, today we have two announcements. That's just I decided yesterday. That's why you see that this campaign that I introduced now is like 10 days late. It's supposed to be April 1st, but I announced today because I want you guys to, I want to call a shot to grow our business. I always run this thing like I run a bake shop. If I have my bake shop right now, between now until the convention, what I got to do to grow my bake shop? So what I decided to call to my bake shop and also apply to every one of you, you know, we talked yesterday with the 10X. We're going to have in the next 60 days, either the month of April or May, let's say anybody in our base who going to hit a G15. Anyone in our base who hit G15, we're going to give them a jacket when they go to convention. So today, this month of April, or the month of May, one of those months. If they don't do this month, they do it next month. Just one time GX. Because I want the guy in our team, I want to go convention. Let's say I have a team of 10. I want 5 of my guys qualify and wear this jacket. I like to see this convention, we have 5,000 people qualify for this. So this is the jacket. They call G Explosion, okay? And it is in the front, this is the back, and this is a contest, run hard, build strong. You qualify by having 315 in either April or May. So this means that, let's say last month, your level right now is, in the month of March, your level is GX3 already. Then you put one more. You become GX4. If you have no GX, just you do GX1. So either one, just 350, that's all. So what I do is, so I like to have all my guys. If I right now I have 20 people on my base going to Sacramento. I want everybody going to fight for it. And let's say our 20 guys go to convention, they all are going to have a chance right now to my base shop, and all my guy will do this thing, and then half of that do that. I work convention with half my team have this jacket because we want to promote GX. I want to promote GX. I'm in the convention, and also I just want to let you know if you're SMD, you got to qualify too, because if I am a SMD and my guy qualify, I don't qualify, doesn't look very nice. Right, Justin? Too bad. I should announce to you right now, because the next 2 months, Justin, you have to qualify. Otherwise, your team will say, hey, boss, wear your jacket. Right? So, Kevin, wear your jacket. Huh? I would like to see every one of you going to come in there and you wear that jacket and your team wear the jacket. So we don't know yet, but we will look into a supply, and we're going to find a supply, and we're going to help you out with a reasonable, so you pay a reasonable price for this one, for your base, with the subsidy of, we find it will be less costly for you. But I want you to take this thing, I want you to have an explosion. The reason we do this month or next month, because the next 50 days, we want you to have an explosion to go to convention. So if I run a base shop, this is what I do. I promote this jacket. And if I run something in 30 days, 60 days, very effective. I don't want to run anything about 4 or 5 months, because they're going to wait for the next few months. Either this month, you got to be GX, or it got to be next month. And you SMD, you got to do it first. Second thing, all of the people who go to convention, you got to give them a shot. Because I still believe that you can double your number to go to convention in the next 60 days. Because if your team, each one of them going to run for GX, don't you think if they recruit 3 people, there would be one of them will go to convention with your people? Because you go to convention and you have the same face. To me, a healthy convention is that you walk in with an old team member, got to have 2 new team members. Like 1/3 of the people who go to convention should be the old people, but 2/3 is brand new people. That's a healthy convention. So this is an explosion time. This is explosion time. And I expect every one of you will get a jacket. Okay? Now, another ones I have, another battlefield shot I just decided yesterday. By the way, my staff right now go crazy looking for a jacket for you. So we don't know what the color jacket will look like. Okay? So I just tell you the concept, and we're going to let you know what the color look like. But right now, this is what it look like, okay? Another thing I want to call a shot is for a retreat, because I have another revelation when I was in Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountain, a place called, what was that called? What the hell called Pigeon Forge? It's where the pigeon drop or whatever. So the Pigeon Forge, and I sit there in that house, and that house in the middle of the mountain, Smoky Mountain, which is beautiful, and seeing a lot of up and coming young people, the MD3, the people who MD who have 3 legs, plus we bring the upline SMD of that MD to come, and we discuss about how to build a business for them. We go through the bubble chart after bubble chart, and the more I do it, the more I realize that, you know what, we have a lot of work to do. Even the top people still have a lot of things to learn, because one thing I also know that you should never tire of looking into the bubble chart. You should be never tired of prospecting, neither you're gonna be tired of recruiting, and especially after that, you should never get tired of looking your bubble chart, because you believe. I mean, the core belief system lie into every single day. Whoever look at the bubble chart with enthusiasm, and you have a person who is numb. What the right word, the fancy word about people who don't care? Apathy or indifferent? Yeah, and either numb or jaded or have no different. Yeah, apathy. Into the bubble chart, you have a person who is not in the business. So you should never get tired. The day that you lost, or the day, or if you are not in your table, your desk, and look at the bubble chart, every single one of them as a whole and in detail, and you look to that thing and you do not have that enthusiasm, you're not in the business. You should never get tired of that. You should never, because just like the guy that opened the restaurant, and this morning, it's just like some of my friends that open a restaurant, and just they get numb. They don't want to do the restaurant business anymore. Whatever happened, happened. So if you suffer that syndrome, I think a lot of you do, and you know that symptom. You know, when you have a symptom, that's something more problem. Symptom outside, you have problem inside. So when you and a lot of time, luckily nowadays we live in a world that they have a lot of access to medicine, but you know, where I come from, before people die, how many times I have in Vietnam and they all fall and die? And people say he catch the chill or something. The guy have a stroke. But in Vietnam, they come in and they use some ointment and they just rub the guy. The guy have a heart attack and they keep rubbing. You know what I'm talking, right? Because they have no clue. This guy may have a lot of hypertension, he have a cholesterol. Is it happening? But they do not have any awareness or diagnostic. So it's like this business. People have some serious illness. You don't just drop that in business. But you die, you've been dying because you do not have, when you begin to look at a bubble chart and you have no feeling, and you have no feeling on prospecting or contacting, you begin to get tired of, or you don't see reason why you have to work on the bubble chart. I was in Tennessee, and they say, well, you know, I see it not that happen, not just the new people, but I do this business the easiest people when they begin to really, to personally, you can look this business on the hard side, or you can look at the easy side, and just so happen to see the easy side of business. Just like any, like like a mother with 3 kids, they gotta look to the easy side of business to do this thing to make $500,000 versus so many other teammates who I know the minute a lot of people who join us and she begin to have pregnancy and I lost that person because they don't see it and her husband also don't see it. So they feel, oh, you know what, we have a baby, blah, blah, blah. But actually you can do both because this is in your mind. So I decided to call the shot. I cannot do, because I need to talk in a smaller setting. So the first group of people I'm going to do it is the Thai Next. So here's a poster. I'm going to call a retreat for the Thai Next in Gold Street. First I decided Chicago, but now I changed my mind. Also, a few minutes ago. Because I think because of this, what I want to do is Chicago, I just want to all the Thai Next sitting there with me for 2 days. I want the people sitting there 2 days, just like the people sit with me in Tennessee. Because it takes me 2 days. Every single one of them, I have to talk with them like 2 hours for one person. And I'm going to talk about 10 or 20 person. The people sit in the room, they get it, they understand case by case. Just like you, I want to teach you how to sell. I need to add, if you watch guy like, in fact, we should do it. If we're 2 days straight, you want to learn how to sell. And you don't have a chance to feel trained people like Zhong Shi or people like Ping Ping or people like Brian or people like Alicia, people like me. Would you like to see me or Zhong Shi or, you know, Alex Chan, for example, whoever the best people who've been selling and we sell the easy way, or we sell people who make one sale a day, all the best sell coach in the world, and we sell some duplicatable thing, and you sit there 2 days with us, and we analyze one client after the other in front of you for 20 cases. Don't you think you learn a lot? So what I do here right now for Thai Next, I should add on one other thing. So first I want to do it in Thai Next in Chicago because it's only 200 people. But I decided to do it in Gold Street because I just want to add one more person. Which means that if anybody who is current Thai Next, you know, you finish March and you're current in April. And also this month, April, you finish April, and you become current in May roster. So those of you who want to be part of the retreat and you're an SMD, you got to qualify this month. You follow me? So you're going to go to Gold Street for 2 days with me. It's up to you, volunteer. Well, 10 next you don't have volunteer because I'm pretty anal about. This is my call. I mean, I work with you for years. Right now, I call you all the time. Next, come to Gold Street for me to work on one skill that changed forever. The reason is that I don't see why many of you here come work with me and you're not building people. I see a lot of you guys work with me 10 years, some people 15 years and have a handful of people go full time. Or some of you don't even have 3 people go full time with you. It's not acceptable to me. And I know why you don't have full time people under you, because you're not building them, or you still struggle to build them, or you don't understand. You end up recruit and they not committed. So first of all, in order for somebody to go full-time, they need to be guided. They need to be coached on a regular basis until during the part-time basis, that those guys go part-time with you, but they have to make like $100,000 minimum in my standard. If I have a guy like Brian who make $400,000 or $500,000, you know, if I have like Sir Thomas here, he from a career who make about $400,000, I gotta show him part-time $20,000 a month minimum. You know, like Brian, we have to show him that he make $250,000 part-time before he can quit the job at $400,000+. But I think most people is around 150,000, or maybe 100,000 to 150. I need to show the people make $100,000. And I want you guys from now on, every time next, I target. You know, after this retreat, I target those guys going to have 10 full-time this year, because we know how to build. I know getting people to become full-time with us is not a difficult thing, as long that me and people work together. So this is my short call. If you qualify, current qualify, you are allowed to go. If you are not qualified, you have to do this month, so that May you can come. Okay, but I will allow you to bring one person in your base shop go with you. Oh, so he's your best guy, because I want to look into the bubble chart of your best guy and to talk about that guy with you, and so you. So I coach you to coach your people. So you go back the time next, you don't go there so me to coach you. No. I want to coach your people with you, and you know how to look into bubble chart from 20, 30 different people, and for 2 days. Because I want to tell you, when I started business in 1993, I have 100 people. I have zero production. Pretty much in the month of January, my whole team do about 100,000 points. Pretty much nothing. It was just a handful of license. By the end of this year, we do $500,000 a month. And we have a team of 100 grow to like 500 people. Next year, 1994, we get to 1,000. And we do 1,000,000, 1,000 people at the convention. 1995, we get to 2,000 or 3,000 roughly. But 1996, we walked to Daytona with 7,000 people. In 1997, we get 10,000 to the convention. So between 1993, from 0 to 1997, 4 years later on, we have 10,000 people. Why? Because of all the BFSB, of all the BFG, and all people in this industry, nobody understands about the art and science of the bubble chart. No leader out there in the BFG ever understand about looking bubble chart. You never heard anyone out there that can give you all kind of motivation. They can tell you, well, yak, you go to the BFG convention forever. Or if you look to anything in the industry, nobody understand about bubble chart, and I do. Because that's all I do in my life. That's all I do about my life. I'm the master of why and deep. And I understand what to hit, what to do. So I see the gap between people like you. You see how Dr. June sit right here. It doesn't have to be this way. You have a medical career, you come here, become a doctor, and then you're sitting here. You need to have a faith in building. If you don't lost the faith in building, you don't understand. You have to understand. So why is there a gap between a guy like me and some people like you? And we are very dedicated, both of us. Why there is a big gap? That gap filling with every day when you go to work and I go to work, you understand differently and I understand differently. And I want to solve this problem in this meeting. This meeting. I know that I've been teaching bubble chart, but a lot of time we're teaching bubble chart in next in a train academy. I'm sorry. We do a serious train academy, but we give the bubble chart maybe 2 hours. But that's what design that program for the bubble chart for design for new people or general public. But really every topic in WFG in this business, it should be about 2 hours. 2 days, one topic. And I think the people, I was, when you teach, you learn more. Actually, the people who learn, you don't learn that much, but you teach, you learn more. So when I teach this guy in Tennessee, I was one revelation after the others, and I've been sometime you think you know, and you taught other people in your team they know, but actually they don't know enough to make it like a routine. And like Victor Liao, I mean, just think, if we just walk out here this year and every one of us master of this skill, each of us is going to build, personally, each one of you is going to build at least 10 more full-timers. This is unacceptable to see, like Brad Hamada, you work here forever and you're not having one person to go full-time with you. It's crazy. If you look at the business, and here we have someone, an SMD, work with us, and a 5-year, 10-year, and he could not find one guy to go full-time. What did it say about this business model? It's not duplicatable. The reason the people who become full-time become by accident. You find a strong guy, a guy willing to take risks. You build it by default, but you're not by design. And I want to fix that thing. So it's up to you. You guys. So the reason I do it Go Street, because my instinct tell me that there will be an explosion. People will qualify Titan X. And I gotta Go Street, I have the ability to add up and change quickly if I have to organize through another city like Chicago or Texas, even though it's more central. But I think the flight between different places, U.S. to Go Street right now is no different. Maybe it's taking extra 1 or 2 hour flight, another extra $100, $200. But I want you to be here, and I think it's going to be in May 28 and 29, and it's 2 full days. 8 hours or 10 hours a day if I have to. It's just one topic about bubble chart and building and any related to. And any one of them who was in Tennessee with me knows that, we just touched the tips of the iceberg. I fixed this problem because I see a lot of people on the Helen Run, they just hear a lot of these people. I don't want to turn our SMD to become survival salespeople because they don't know how now to build. It's not that way. Personally, every bubble chart, every base shop, you can turn around and you can grow. You can get to double digit by looking at the bubble chart. You can get to 100 recruit in the base by having 3 recruit a month, 3 recruit a day. Any bubble chart here can yield 3 recruit a day, and every bubble chart, every base shop bubble chart can yield 3 sales a day. That day should come because I want you to learn my skill because you guys build super slow. Not slow, super slow. And like PJ, you work so hard with a lot of recruit, but the efficiency, the thing that you get out, you don't get out what you put in. And I think that strategically, this is what we're going to do in May. And in June, when we walk into the convention, listen to me, Sacramento, probably going to spend just one subject in the convention in Sacramento for everybody. Maybe the day before the convention, we spend about 6 hours. The day before the convention, like a workshop, for everybody to understand about the art or science of the because you because you have people, you want to work with your people and make sure your people understand what you talk to them. So we back you up with that in the convention. So I want you prepare the month of May or the 29th SMD. And in the convention, people is in the same mindset. GX is just the label, the bottle, but the wine is the daily bubble chart. And when you walk out Sacramento, everybody in sync and ready to explode, because we know the reason people will explode, they will grow, because they're confident, they know exactly how to win. So this is what we prepare for that, and make sure all of you guys gonna go to Gold Street and qualify for this May. So this is the month you have to do 315 or the SMD, and you have a chance to bring one person with you. And also you prepare to bring more people to the convention, because it's your chance to explode. This year we will not back down. This is the month of April already, and we will not let this thing go like this. You have to have a sense of urgency. So I do have a sense of urgency. I understand what we can do, and we will do it. All right? Thank you, guys.
Can't rewind, but we can start right now.
Thank you so much.
Now it's not the opponent. Saving your future
Thank
so you
you,
can cherish the
everyone.
moment.
Thank you,
Yeah, it's hard as hell, but we building it up right now. But we ain't gotta worry that it all falls down. With our structure in place, the future looks bright when you know you did it right. Ready for the rain, we laid the foundation. Maintain your faith, relax and have patience. Have pride inside for the path you've taken, and lay the road down for the next generation. Let the winds all compound. Stack them up, slow and steady. You might not know you're ready, but it's time to think about life from a wider scope and climb the
recording.